What's up, everyone?
Let's go. Welcome
What's up,
to the
Phil? How are
Strategy
you, bro?
Vault. I'm Felix, and this is Gio.
And together, we are here today to fucking. Let's just. You have the pry. I need the pry
Oh
to
my God.
be able to open up the.
I just
vault door.
to be honest, I just realized I just
You didn't-
popped the introduction right now because I realized I forgot. It's my fault. We're so unorganized, bro. It's disgusting for a first week, but we're sharp. I feel like we're getting sharp, even if it's not perfect. I don't care. Like we're getting sharp, getting sharper and sharper.
Yeah, we definitely are 1000%. Like all these little visuals are making it pretty sick, huh? Like okay, wait, we definitely have to do the vault door opening thing. So okay, scratch that. Okay, so.
Okay.
I
Let's
was
do it
like,
again.
holding
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Okay, what's up, everyone?
Welcome to the Strategy Vault. I'm Felix.
I'm Gio.
In every episode, we break down the strategies for major wins, bold ideas, and lasting growth.
Today's Thursday, Tactics Thursday. So let's sharpen your sales game from cold calling to closing deals and boost your revenue.
Buckle up.
Grab your notepad or coffee. And let's crack open the vault.
What's up?
Ooh, that
Let's
door's
go.
getting heavier and heavier, man. Still
Yeah.
sore from opening it yesterday. Bo, what's on the menu today, my brody?
Art of closing. What it means, why it matters, how mastering it can turn your dreams into reality. And by closing, we're talking like we might be talking about sales a little bit, yes, but closing, it could be anything. It means closing an idea on someone else. So we're discussing the end. It's the chapter. The end of the end game is the close from the Closer's Survival Guide. So yeah, on Thursday, we're just jumping from one book to another. We're just choosing from some of our favorite books, and this chapter is just defining closing as the essential step, basically, where dreams become tangible. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be talking about today, George.
So I wanted to ask you a question. What, like, I don't know if I should ask you now or after, but the difference between closing and selling, like if there's a difference between the two, what do you think the difference between that? I feel like we get mixed up sometimes. Just want to get your thoughts on that. What do you think? And then I'll let you know what I kind of think on what the difference is, because there is the difference.
Well, yeah, obviously. Selling, you could be selling all day, bro, and not make money. So closing is the part of selling that you need to learn to be able to survive and make money. If you could be selling all day, man, you could be like promoting, you didn't sold anything until you've closed someone on the idea.
Yes, absolutely right.
That this was the best thing for them.
Yep.
Okay. So here's the difference for me.
Yeah. So selling is more like using aggressive tactics to.
It's marketing. Selling is marketing.
But it's more like you're not really caring much about your prospect. All you care about is just making the sale. You don't really care about the long-term implications. You don't really care about giving them a good. You don't really like mind if they get a good service or not. You're just looking for, it's a short-term thinking. Selling is you're just then and there. I just get the customer to sign, leave, and you don't care if they're happy or not. Whereas closing is customer is happy and they thank you and they say thank you so much for thank you so much for making me sign. Thank you so much for making me do this.
Like we all struggle with closing. We all struggle with closing at one point, especially when we're starting in like some new craft, a new venture, a new business, or
mostly emotions that get in the way.
giving out CVs. What? Sorry.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. No, I was just saying because when you said like it's like closing is hard, and I just threw in the because of it, like it's tough because of emotions involved and stuff. But yeah,
I just feel like it's because it's really where words are being transformed into action and agreement. Like we're really going forward with this, and this is such a hard part. Like if you're out there sending quotes and trying to get like clients and stuff like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because people will push you off and move you and say, yeah, I'm interested. Nah, I'm interested. They're not gonna sign, bro. They're just like brushing you off, and at some point you need to like, it's, only experienced closers know the art and science of closing. If you've closed once or twice, and it in like in a time space, a time frame of like 2 or 3 months, you're not closing. You're not a closer. You haven't closed any yet. You've been lucky, but you haven't closed on any clients that your product was the best and you were able to survive. So there's survival that's implicated in my head. So if you're,
I think you summed it up the best, Fel. You
surviving,
you said. Sorry to cut you, bro. I just
no, it's fine. It's
like,
fine. It's I just wanted to say, like, if there's a difference between like someone who's just selling and expecting something to close, and someone who's closing and surviving and like having a living off of closing. It's two worlds.
Yeah, but like when you get down to the essence of it, what you said before was perfect. What closing is, you're closing them on the idea that it's good for them, on the idea, like they bought into the idea that it's going to help them, that your product or service is good for them. They bought into it. They're like, this guy Felix, what he's offering me, 100%, like I trust him, and I agree with him. I agree that what he's selling me is actually going to make my life better in some way or shape or form,
easier,
right?
or yeah,
or easier, exactly. Whereas selling selling is using more aggressive tactic. You're just trying, you're doing whatever it takes to get a yes, and not necessarily doing what it takes to make them buy into the idea, bro. I fucking love what you said. You killed it. That's the best way to sum it down.
You could be dumping information about your business and just be dumping, like, yeah, we do this, we do that, we do this. Selling all day, be on the street, like,
yeah,
hey, like, and it could work. Like for some people, it works, and for years, I feel like it was a formula for some people.
I feel like it's short lived. It's not like a long term plan. Like you could sell, like our boy that we used to work with, SP. That guy, was he a closer or was he was a salesman? He was a salesman, bro.
No, he was a closer. This guy was a closer.
Disagree, man.
He was closing the deals.
He was definitely not a closer.
This guy was closing, but he was definitely closing the deals.
All his clients, well, most of the clients,
they were coming back.
We're getting a lot of clawbacks.
So he was a liar. He was a
He was a salesman. He was a greasy salesman.
Okay, so I see. I understand what
look, that's my point of view. Like, I'm just giving you my point of view. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just giving you my point of view. For me, a closer is somebody who's making the prospect close on the idea. So using your definition, closing on the idea, SP was just getting the customer to sign, and then they were coming back. So where they really closed on the idea.
Yes, for it to be closed, because it was not closed.
If the file is closed, they're not coming back.
They're not coming back. There has to be a mutual benefit.
Exactly.
It has to be ethical. If it's not ethical and there's no mutual benefit, it's not closing. You actually cheated people. You cheated someone. So you're not closed. You're not a closer, bro. You're a liar.
Say that louder. That's going to be a soundbite. Say that again.
You're not a closer. You're a liar. You're a cheater.
Yeah.
It has to be ethical. And it has to be able to, if you're closing someone, we're talking about reviews all the time, 5-star reviews. It has to be able to challenge. If someone would say, "Hey, there was manipulation. He manipulated you." I did not manipulate. I helped. I gave value. Like for some people, they would say, "You pay so much for X service, Y service," and this becomes more and more frequent. frequent in like technology where people used to pay like without looking, and like now people are looking at their bills because we're more and more able to do stuff with ChatGPT and code
Yep.
ourselves, and we're questioning our we're questioning the price of things, and closing is becoming more and more an important skill to have in any like industry, wherever you are,
And
whatever
it's
you
been
do.
around since like before Christ,
Before
so to speak. It used to, bro. I don't know. Whenever I'm
c'est
talking, I
vrai.
need to. I
Ouais,
need
c'est
to
vrai.
get a. I need to get a good term for whenever I'm talking for like way back then. You know,
Mhm.
before Christ. I don't know. Bro, leave me alone.
I was about to spit my coffee, bro.
Before
Before
freaking
Christ.
like 500 BCE,
BC.
Cleopatra days. No, but it's been around, and
Yeah.
like the modern day sales is more is like an exchange of product or service for money. That's the
Mm.
modern day. But before it was, and it's still around, right? Getting somebody to buy your idea. Like for example,
Mm.
the other day when I called you and I was trying to convince you on that you wanted to do an hour, and I was like, bro, 30 minutes. This is
C'est
why it's
vrai.
better. And
Tu
you
m'as bien
even told me, you're
closé.
like, bro, you honestly closed me on it.
Ouais, tu m'as bien
And now you're
closé.
happy with the outcome
Ouais, j'étais
because
content.
I closed you on
Ouais,
the
ouais.
ideas. And there's
Ouais, c'est
certain
vrai.
instances where you
C'est tellement vrai. C'est un des meilleurs exemples.
and,
C'est vrai.
and then I was telling you like, bro, you'll have more time to spend with your family, and it's maybe I'm appealing to your emotions, but it's not. I'm not wrong by doing it. I'm not wrong. It's absolutely right, and you're happy that I brought up those points because
Bro,
now you're going sledding
it
with your daughter
was
every day.
tickling me. I
What was
swear, bro.
tickling
This is
you?
the best example, bro. This is actually, you're bringing up the best example because it was
Because you even told
tickling
me, you're
me.
like, bro, you closed me on it. You closed me on it because now you're
Man,
like, you're locked into the
it was
30 minutes.
painful. I was during the process of you telling me because you were so actually you the
Let's
why
hold it.
I
Let me know. I
said
want to know.
yes, the why I said yes was your emotion, like when you became just not too much, not you weren't mad, you just became a little emotional. You're just like, bro, I'm telling you it's gonna be better. No, 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 no. And just because you went a little and you're not like, it's not like you're doing that all the time. Sometimes we're having discussions, we're going this, that, this, we're going back and forth, ping pong, bing, 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 bing. And that's regular, But this time you went like a little more like, and that caused me to like, not that I didn't want to lose a fight, but it was tickling me inside. I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to. No,
But
I want to
it
keep it
wasn't.
for.
It's
I
not
want to
about
keep it to
winning
an
or
hour.
losing.
No, no, that's what I'm
Losing.
telling you. It's not about that. It's just like, it's weird. The feeling inside sometimes, even if it's good for you, you're gonna be like, no. And I know for some like actual clients, I know for a fact
People
and we
people
know
tend to
that
be
you
like
and me,
that.
we know that we know that we have
Yeah.
a better solution, better price, better
Yeah.
whatever for them, and they're like,
And
yeah.
yes, and that's why closing is that's what it is, bro. Closing is getting them to buy the idea of that it's beneficial for them.
Because you're right.
And like you're happy with the switch. If you
I'm
would have
happy with the
agreed,
switch.
if
I'm
you would
happy
have
with the switch.
if you would have agreed with me just to shut me up, you're like, oh, Jordan is so annoying with his
Yes.
30 minutes. You would if you would have just agreed to do it and been unhappy about it, I would have sold the idea to you. I wouldn't have closed it.
C'est vrai.
Because now you're happy about it. You're
Ouais.
like, shit, this guy's right. I could actually
Yeah.
spend more time now with my kids.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. Yeah. I'm actually happy. Yes. You're right. And it's less preparation because I was like actually killing myself doing content for like an hour of live. And you were like, bro, this just makes sense. And it
yeah,
was
but
killing me because it actually did. And I was killing
I love
me.
that. But I love that about you, that you want to go hard. That's mental. Like, it's amazing that I have that as a partner and that wants to go hard and wants to push.
But it was
So-
actually too much. You were right. And it's enough. Like what we're doing right now, I feel like it's enough,
But
We're
we can
doing
even go
enough.
for 15.
We said
That
mutual benefit. We said mutual benefit, bro.
Like that fast, bro. You'll get even more time to spend with your family at 15.
No, but bro, like, the thing is, there's dreamers and there's closers, and that's, for me, that's the whole point. Like when you're talking about selling, like I've been sold we do financing, so people are calling us all the time. Yeah, finance my thing, finance my project. I got all kinds of messages like that you could imagine. And we don't finance ourselves, by the way. We don't finance. We don't have like funds to secure to fund projects. We're actually linking projects with the right funder. And you have no idea like how many people try to like impress me in some way to talk about their project and sell. I like, you see the difference right away, right off the bat.
Your camera's frozen.
Oh, really?
Oh, no, it's good.
So I think someone was calling me. That's why I'm using my iPhone. That's why. But someone who's like closed themselves on their idea, they close you so fast. So it goes inside like of one appointment or one call. You know exactly where you're going with that person. They have the paperwork ready or almost, or like that. If you tell them what to do, they know where to go to get that. It's not a problem with, I wouldn't say closers, because they're not closing like you would think. They are closed themselves on their idea. They know that they have the juice. They know they have it. They don't have to close me or sell me on anything, because they hold on to something, an idea, a project, like, and you just know. And sellers, dreamers, dreamers versus closers, they fail to give you that picture. They fail to give you the paperwork or the stuff that you need to go forward. So it takes weeks,
but
it could take months.
Like when you close, you actually have to deliver. Like closing and delivering are go hand in hand. Because if we establish that closing is getting them to agree that your solution is good, you actually have to deliver. If you didn't deliver, you sold to them. You didn't close.
Right. I feel like it's also a big differentiator. You're right. Like you need to be like, but it doesn't mean like if I sell to I close someone, I need to have like a full warehouse of everything that I've said that it's the idea.
Yeah, you sold the idea. Yeah, okay. You sold the idea.
You were able to, to do the deal, and action on the agreement.
And action on the agreement. Yeah, whatever comes afterwards is not in your control, of course. It's like from day to day, things change, right? And nothing is constant.
And in contracts, it includes, most of the time, it includes a force. I don't know if I say it properly. Force majeure.
Force majeure. Force majeure. Isn't that like if something happened in court that has to?
Not necessarily in court. Like there's a earthquake, or there's a tornado, whatever. It's included in every contract. Even our cleaning contracts, there's a force majeure. What do you have to? So you close someone, you sign the contract. Doesn't mean that you need to have everything set up and that you thought of everything. Even if there's a tornado, you need to be there. It's not that. You close someone on the idea, the whole setup of the agreement, and that's why you need contracts. You need a good contract for anything that you do in life.
Remember, like the way I did it with the customers at the end, I would tell them, look, if you want it, sign the end. I would not force them to sign. I would just tell them and that was the best close. It was the best close. It would work like all the time. Yeah. And I'll tell them like, look, I'm just like, they would be like annoyed that I called them again, like, I'm like, look, I'm just telling you, like, this is what it is. You agreed to the quote. I'm telling you what the quote is. Our team is in the area this week, next week. If you want it, simply sign the bottom. If you don't want it, just don't action on it. No problem. Boom.
That's the best.
You're putting the decision in their hand. I'm giving you all the scoop. I'm giving you all the information you need to make a decision. And then I did my job. I did my job as a closer. I'm not going to start coming on with these nice tactics and this and that. Like,
but then
I'm just going to be real with you.
What do you do with the people who don't sign?
The people who don't sign, I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to make sure that I did everything. As long as I made sure that I did everything on my end and I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss any like good information, Like, for example, if we're selling the window cleaning, if I didn't mention eau pure, I didn't do my job properly.
Mm.
If I didn't mention the technique that we use, if I didn't mention that we're there next week and the week after, if I did not mention all those things, I did not do my job properly. As long as you do your job properly and you mention all the things that you had to mention about all the benefits and how it benefits them, then you did your job.
Because you're not going to close everybody.
You're not going to close everybody. You're never going to close everybody. You're never going to close everybody.
But you need to have some kind of system in place to be able to close as much as possible. The numbers are your game. Numbers game. No? Is it?
Yeah,
Am
for
I
sure.
right?
But yeah, for sure. It's a numbers game, which is why you need to feed, getting yourself in front of us, getting as many leads as possible is the key, really. Getting yourself as many leads as possible and getting yourself as many appointments as possible and in front of as many people as you possibly can. And the goal is to build a pipeline. Because you know very well that a lot of people who didn't take it now come later, right? Not everybody's going to close now, but it just because they didn't take it now doesn't mean that you didn't close them. You just didn't close them now. Maybe they don't need it now. Maybe they just welcome the quote just to welcome it. Hey, let me get a comparison. No. There's always those people out there. Those people are not in your market because they're not ready, willing, and able right now. But you still fed your pipeline with a potential future contract.
It's funny that we get into that because it's not even it's not even part of it's not even part of our notes, whatever. But I don't want to get off topic. You tell me if I take too much time. You know me. But it makes me think, bro, of all the stuff that we learned from just calling people, from all these years of calling. Sometimes you don't close them. You don't close the stuff that you thought that you were going to be closing. You end up closing something else because you talked about something. Do you need something? Am I missing something here? Would you actually need like a window cleaning instead of like, oh yeah, that we need, and they take it. And the reason why you didn't close the reason why I say that is because sometimes like the closer on the phone would be closing something on the phone, and you would like some piece of information would be missing back to him, and the guys, when they go do the job, they talk to the clients or the director of maintenance, whatever. They get more piece of information that tells you why it didn't close. It tells you why, and you have more potential and more information then to close the deal that you need to be closing, the main deal. The reason why I say that is sometimes you're going to be giving up on some deals because you miss a piece of information. You need to find a way in your systems to ask the good questions. Right away.
Sure. Yep, 100%. That's one of the most important things. You need to uncover those needs. So like if we're calling, for example, we're calling for windows, we could ask other questions to uncover different
precise needs. Questions, very precise questions that only you in your field, in your industry would know. Yeah. Like what's my client's problem pain point? You only know that if you really go there and you do the job and they tell you, hey man, you fixed my problem so much. Oh really? Oh, I fixed my problem. Why? Yeah. Because you came and like I'm just gonna give you a random example that we've had. You guys were quiet. We didn't hear you. It was perfect. The other guys, they came rah 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 rah, they were talking so loud, and you guys did your job. You were quiet. Finished. We didn't hear you. Didn't know you were there. That was really a game changer. Thank you. They said thank you. And you don't know that when you're out there sending emails, sending mass emails. You don't know that, and you can't necessarily fix your email campaign just like, okay, I'm gonna do a quiet cleaning email campaign. Or maybe you could do that, but like you don't know that yet. Or
so you need a system to capture all that information as you go. So everybody's a closer. Even the staff that are going and do the cleaning are closers. for example.
That's
So
the
it's
magic.
about having a system to
Yes.
capture the right information,
Capture
asking the right
information,
questions.
asking the right questions.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I couldn't agree more. Let's moving on to the historical examples of.
I couldn't wait.
You couldn't wait, huh?
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
like I think look, I'm just gonna give one example that I know, and I want to hear from you the Christopher Columbus example. But I want to give you one example. I've brought this example up several times about how everybody is a closer, even when we were kids. I know I've mentioned this a million times, and I'm gonna mention it a million more times for those who didn't hear it. The
Yeah.
example that we could all relate to when we were kids and we were trying to sell the idea to our parents that we want to sleep at our cousin's house or like at our neighbor's house.
Yeah, that was the best one. That's one
And
of the first.
and we would analyze their emotions. Okay, let's wait till our parents are in a good mood, they're laughing, and then we're gonna send out the youngest guy to go, which is me. I was the youngest and the smallest and the cutest out of all our cousins to go out when our parents were laughing and having a good time. And then I would go ask for the sleepover, and I would go in for the clothes. Sometimes I would have to beg, please, I want to spend time with my cousin. Please, I miss my cousin. And then I appeal to their emotions. And then eventually they would buy. They would always buy if I was persistent, and I would just keep pushing. Because for them, like my cousins lived in where you live in RDP, and I live in Vimont. It's far for them. It's like, make the kids sleep over, then we got to come back the next day. It's a hassle. So, yeah. That's it. That's my story of
your
how
first
everybody's
story of closing.
Yeah, how everybody's a closer. Not necessarily like car salesman or like real estate agents. Everybody's closer.
I was not a closer when I was a kid. I was not the one they were sending. Definitely not. They were sending my brother.
But
my little brother was a cute kid.
Okay, but you still you recognize that you.
I recognized though. I knew who was the
master behind the plan. You're still the master.
Yeah, you're right. I was sending my brother
as a kid. I'm sending my brother out to go.
Go cry.
Yeah.
Okay, cry.
And then you would like, I don't know if you were the one, like you would touch your brother and you would be like, you would touch your brother's your brother's shoulder and you would start screaming. You'd be like, no, shh. And then your mom or your dad would come and slap you and give
worse than that. You know what my brother used to do?
I was the one. My brother would touch me. I'd be like,
worse than that. My brother used to, because I was not biting. You know, at some point I knew my brother. I was not biting. I was not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
You know, he just wanted to pick on me. So I was downstairs playing my game, and he wanted
your
to
little
play.
brother would pick on you.
Because do you remember the N64? Like when you play, let's say Mario Kart on split screen, and your parents, like when we were kids, our parents, they didn't have like a big screen TV or whatever. Like we used to have like small TVs. So when you play split screen with your brother, like it wasn't nice. So I was the older brother. I used to play Mario.
Bottom screen.
What? Sorry?
The screen was rich. The bottom screen was better, no, than the top one.
The bottom screen.
Yeah, when you're playing split screen, you'd be like, I want the second. No, you guys didn't fight who gets the second part of the screen.
We wouldn't even fight for. I was fighting for just playing alone. I didn't want to play. I was not into playing. I was not into playing with my brother. I was into playing alone, bro. Playing on that big screen by myself, bro. That's it. Shit. So I didn't want to play with my brother. And my brother, he was smart. He was just
that explains everything. That explains everything.
So he was like, go tell mommy. And you know what my brother used to do? He used to like take something and slap me in the back of the head with it. And I would just and slap me and run. And I was running for it. I was reading for it. And then we go straight to my mom. Hey, il veut me frapper. He wants to hit me. And my mom, hey, no. I was going for it. And
I was the one who would run to. I was the younger brother. I was the one who would run away from my brother. I would antagonize him. He would chase me. I'd fucking run away. I'd be like, "Fuck
this kid," and he was the one playing alone after that, because my mom would punish me. Hey, it's frappé ton frère. Go in your room. And my brother would go downstairs, play the game. I would, bro. This is not closing. This is cheating. This is not okay. Don't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. Christopher Columbus, bro.
He's going there, okay.
Christopher Columbus was the first closer that we learned about in school, if you really think about it. Christopher Columbus, like I remember that I used to love history class. I used to love history
Christopher
class.
Columbus was a closer. Okay, I want to hear this. This is going to be a nugget, so make it clear.
So if you really, well, only for the ones, the real ones, you need to be a real one. You need to, like, you had to listen in class. Sorry. So I remember that. I remember that Christopher. No, it's true. Honestly, it's true. I remember that this guy Christopher Columbus failed so much. You don't remember that? This
Where
guy
did he
and
fail? No,
these.
I don't.
Well,
Bro. So you said it yourself. I didn't listen in class.
well, in that era, these guys who were trying to find another continent, like in that era of discovering continents and discovering new countries, they were trying to, like, I remember these stories. They were trying to find like I know in French, la route de la soie, so the Silk Road. You remember that? The Silk Road. They wanted to find like the spices and the silk in Asia because all these guys, they had the clout back in the days. If you found the silk and you found the spices, you had all the girls. I don't know. I'm just kidding. No, but these guys back in the days, like I remember in history class, they were trying to fund their projects. Like if you were an explorer, you had to get your project funded to be able to, go with your ship and set sails and leave for another continent. And that was the thing back in the days. And Christopher Columbus, I remember, had to close the Queen Isabella of Spain to fund his voyage. And nobody wanted to fund this guy. Nobody wanted to fund this guy because he felt so much. I don't remember like the full details. You guys need to help me with this. But I think that
I wish I could. I'm not educated. I never heard this.
I think, or he had problems with, or like something happened. He went and nothing happened, or people died. Like he had a lot of like trouble on his past ventures. So he had to close Queen Isabella of Spain. I guess. C'était quand même quelqu'un de hard.
Interesting.
Like, I guess she had to be someone hard to close, right?
Okay, so he closed Queen Isabella of Spain to fund his voyages. Okay, I get it. Okay, so and that's what led him to being able to explore all the explorations that he did in his life.
That he did,
he needed,
and he
needed the financing to do that.
If it was not for that close, we would have never heard of this guy. So the close was the fundamental thing that this guy did for us to, like, it changed the course of the world.
Yeah, it would have probably been somebody else who would have done it at a later time.
There's so many other people that did that. I think you have other examples of people that did that.
Well, Benjamin Franklin closed the world on electricity. Martin Luther King closed the world on humanity, of idea of equality and justice. Did Martin Luther King close? Like, I'm sure most people were already on board, even white people. But anyways, I don't know. I wasn't alive then. And yeah,
Barack
that's
Obama closed
for another
60% of voters to win the presidency.
Yeah, how many people did Donald Trump close?
Donald Trump did
even more, I think. No,
did he?
He got the most votes of any.
It was less than that.
There was just more. Okay, so percentage-wise, I think maybe Obama got more percentage-wise, but I think Donald Trump got the most votes of any president, and I think Biden beat him after in the next one, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe percentage-wise, but Barack Obama was the OG for that. But anyways, we're running out of time here. I just wanted to get through because we sponsor Uninet and Stratégie Conseil, who are amazing partners. And I don't know if you wanted to go ahead and.
Of course.
Of course. I love that. I love the of course.
Of course. I don't have it here though. But it's brought to you by Uninet. So Uninet is your maintenance partner for building, commercial building management, and Stratégie Conseil Bro, this product placement is so lame, bro. I'm so
We're gonna
sorry.
do a video. We're gonna eventually do a video.
I don't have it right
video
now
recording.
in front of me. But stratégieconseil.ca, if you need funding for your business, if you're looking for credit margin, we are here for you. I'm sorry for this, Jord. My
Okay,
thing
bro.
froze in front of me. Very, very sorry.
Yeah, Uninet. If you guys,
Sorry,
if you guys have a space, a building that needs cleaning, window cleaning, they use the latest techniques, pure water cleaning. Spring is coming up, so you guys get your free quote. If you guys have an office to be
Right.
cleaned, windows, warehouse to be cleaned, any type of cleaning, commercial cleaning, go visit Uninet's website, Entretien Uninet. You can find them on. You can Google them and you can pull up their You can pull up their number and give them a call. The quote is free. So yeah.
Yep. Hey, January. It's cold outside. I don't know.
Man,
It's cold
freezing.
for everyone who's watching us. Freezing, my guy. Freezing, my guy.
Oh, my lips were getting good because like usually in the winter my lips get all red, and then after we had a little period of like stable temperature, and now fucking cold again, bro.
Crazy. I don't know if today for Freestyle Friday we're gonna have something.
An interviewer. So if somebody wants to join us tomorrow, it'd be nice to get a third person on or fourth person.
We do the podcast on the slopes tomorrow.
Comme le tête à claque. You know what I'm talking about? He's going down this. Hey, did you see the tête à claque where he's going down the hill?
Yeah, I remember
Hey, t'as mon tremblay en train de. And then the fucking ambulance is like, okay, do you need assistance? I don't need now, but I will need. I'm going down the slow hill in Mont Tremblay. I didn't fall yet, but I will fall. Send the emergency. Tu l'as vu?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
The Willy Waller is the classic one.
Classic
The Willy Waller 2007.
Man, what happened to us for us to be talking about the tête à claques? But it's our generation, right? We love the tête à claques quand on était des jeunes. C'était cool, non? Moi, j'adorais ça, les têtes à claques. That was the beginning of the internet. That was the beginning of, like, websites.
It's for the say it for the YMCA.
Hey, bro. We need to find someone for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll look at my phone book and message a few people.
Help us find someone. If you want to come and join us tomorrow for some
let us
freestyle
fucking
Friday
join us tomorrow's
action.
Freestyle Friday. Just come chill. Well, tomorrow we're gonna have a nice brewski together.
Yeah.
And you're gonna chill. We're gonna have some fun. It's Friday.
100%.
On va faire le billet.
Ouais, ça c'est sûr. Comme à tous les Fridays.
All right, guys. All right, my friend. We get some outro music
Man.
going.
Yeah.
Are you hearing it right now?
Music.
Yeah, there's something wrong with my audio. The sound is coming out of my speakers. I don't know why.
I don't know. My thing is frozen. Yeah.
It's working fine.
My computer is. That's why I couldn't open up my